Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Muriel and this is Nurse Muriel. Welcome to my new subscribers. Hey to my oldies but goodies. I appreciate everyone who hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into the video. I'm making this video as a follow-up to my video. My BSN does nothing for me. For those of you who don't know, I am a bachelor's prepared registered nurse. I achieved my ADN. Excuse me, let me go further back down the timeline. I like for my channel to be an inspiration to those who think that they are too old to go back to school for nursing. I want you to know you're never too old to go back to school. Now, you may feel that you are too far in your life to think about going back to school because, say, you may feel like I'm hitting retirement age. What's the purpose? But you are never too old to go back to school. When I started off as a CNA, I worked as a CNA for about a year, I believe. I then went to school for nursing, which was a fluke, really, because I enrolled in school for my nail technician license and didn't want to take the full cosmetology course. So I just went into the LPN program. Was an LPN for 9 years, went back to school for my RN at 30 because I promised myself I would get my RN by 30. I graduated with my LPN, I believe I was 21 or 22. Went back for my RN at 30, dropped out. It took me another 6 years to go back and complete another 6 years to go back for my RN. At that time, I was 36, so that lets you know you are never too old. Actually got into the RN program. Not that it took this long because of the school, but it took this long because of me. Taking a path that I shouldn't have taken. Graduated with my ADN at 41. Or was I 40? I believe I was 41 when I graduated. Not that it took 30 from 36 to 41 to get the RN, y'all. I'm going to be clear. It was my fault because I started taking these courses and courses and courses for BSN that I ultimately didn't need. But that's another story for another video. Anywho, achieved my ADN at 41, achieved my BSN at, 43? So I made a video saying my BSN does absolutely nothing for me. And not to say a BSN can't do anything for you. I'm saying for me, it does nothing for me because I am still working primarily in the same field, doing the same work I was doing with my LPN and my ADN. Having my ADN initially, before pre-pandemic, it afforded me a $6 an hour bump in pay for the work I was doing. Post-pandemic, it's affording me a $10 an hour bump in pay for doing the same work I was doing with my LPN. Went ahead and got my BSN because I'm thinking potentially I may want to do something like a work from home, and having your BSN will have you a little more qualified. I'm not going to say have me more qualified, but will put me, I'm going to say if I'm applying for a position that's a work from home position, and I've been in this career for as long as I've been in it, and someone else applies for this position that has worked in the career as long as they have worked in it, but I have my BSN and they have their ADN, I probably will more than likely get that position. So some of y'all know I want to eventually, if I can't retire from nursing soon, I want to at least get a work from home job. But my BSN does absolutely nothing for me, only because I chose to stay in the same field specialty that I worked with my LPN. And okay, so this video is why I will not go for my nurse practitioner, my FNP. A lot of nurses, it's almost like pressure. They feel like it's like, what's next? Okay, you did this, what's next? You do this, what's next? It's like an automatic progression that a lot of nurses, some feel peer pressure from society to do so. Some feel pressure from people just constantly asking you, are you going to go for your NP? Are you going to go for your NP? And some feel pressure from their family members. In the day, I felt like a lot of them did it for the money and the title and to leave bedside. Now I feel like when people doing it, they're doing it just for the title, because the ADNs are now making more money than the NPs because of travel nursing and these travel nurse rates. So before all of this, I initially thought about actually getting my CRNA. That's what my goal was, to get my CRNA. But I was honest with myself, and y'all excuse, I don't know why I'm sitting in this car just glistening because I'm sweating. But I'm gonna be honest with myself. When I was making that decision to become a CRNA, y'all, it was to get away from the bedside, but it was also for the money. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was always a very smart girl growing up. I'm still a very smart girl, and I knew if I put my mind to get my CRNA, I will achieve it. Like I know if I put my mind to getting it, I will get it. But as time went on, and I thought about it, I was like, Muriel, do you really want to be a CRNA? Like, at that time, I was thinking about surgeries in the hospital and how long some of them take and how you have to be in that surgery room for hours. Is that something you really want to do? I wasn't even contemplating working in like outpatient clinics, dental offices, plastic surgery centers, stuff like that, where the surgeries don't take as long. In my mind, when I thought CRNA, I automatically thought being in a surgery for 5 hours. Like, is that something you really want to do? And I decided, no, it's not. You know, even though the money is good and CRNAs are making money, that's not something I want to do. So I got rid of that idea. I was like, nah, CRNA is not one I want to do. Then I thought about FNP. I was like, well, you know, and I'm gonna be honest. FNP, my main reason for thinking about becoming an FNP, it wasn't because of the title per se. It was to help my family. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, a lot of these healthcare workers don't care about y'all. They don't care about they really don't care about your health. They really don't care. They only care about the money, to be honest. Like, I'm just gonna be totally honest. I thought I could be the nurse practitioner for my family members, so they know they're getting care from someone who actually genuinely care about them. And I care about my community as well. And so that's why I wanted to become an FNP. But I got out of that because, y'all, I'm tired of schooling. I saw so many videos where people were talking about how hard it is to get employment as an FNP, how the market is saturated and people are getting their FNP and they're not finding positions with it for like a year. I've even worked beside some. Y'all, I'm sorry if my car is too loud, but my battery is about to go dead and I want to finish this video. Like I was saying, my FNP, my main goal was to really help my family and to help those in the community, because I really do care about, I call them my clients even at work. I really care about my clients. Y'all know I really love my family, but I really care about my clients, and I know I will be that type of nurse that type of FNP who will really put her all into it. But then after I thought about it, I was like, I'm tired of school and kind of tired of being a nurse, to be honest. And I was like, I don't want to dedicate those 2 years to becoming an FNP, then have to wait a year to get a job. And then a lot of them, to be honest, they ended up working like in urgent cares or in long-term care. I work with some of them who don't seem like they don't know what they're doing, to be honest. You know, there's this epidemic of people becoming FNPs after only working like a year, some of them less than a year, but after working only a year in any specialty as an RN, and they're coming out and they really don't even barely know how to do CPR. But anyway, so I thought, I was like, nah, that's not what I want to do. Then when I started my trash company, I was like, oh, I'm definitely not going any further in this nursing thing, because this trash company is going to take me out of nursing altogether anyway. I love my clients. I do love my elderly clients, but I don't like having to go to work. Basically having to go to work. I said I want to do something at home, and if I'm going to do something at home, and it can be my own business, and it's providing for the lifestyle that I need for me and my son and my other children as well. But for me and my son, then hey, it's a win-win. So I decided against the FNP. But y'all, let me tell you, if I was to go back to school for a graduate degree, the only graduate degree in nursing that I would go for is education. It's not the highest paying degree. It's not, what people would say is the sought after degree. But y'all, I really like teaching. I really like teaching people. I really like teaching people things that's going to enrich their lives. I really like, I like learning. I like becoming knowledgeable about things, and I love to impart that knowledge onto others. And I would look, if I was to get any graduate degree in nursing, it would be an MSN in education. And I would take the MSN in education and I would teach at a university. I would get me a university job, hopefully get tenure. I don't know how long it takes to get tenure. I haven't researched all that, but yeah, I have thought about getting a graduate degree. And y'all know with your MSN education, you can actually get a job at a university and be a online instructor. So that would work for me and the needs of my family in the future. Right now, I don't have to be home like that per se because my son is in school, but y'all know this is his last year. He'll be graduating high school this year, and I gotta make some plans for when he's graduating, and he will be home just about 24/7. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to make this quick video so y'all can know how I honestly feel about getting a graduate degree, and if I was to go for a graduate degree, what graduate degree I would go for. Okay, y'all, thank y'all for watching my video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.